Good morning. This is meteorologist Todd Reek with the National Weather Service office here in La Crosse with a briefing on your wintry precipitation expected for today, Thanksgiving. We're going to start with our weather graphic, which is available on our website. And here we try to give you a timeline of what to expect because we're going to have a variety of different types of precipitation move through the area, generally from west to east. Now, these are only approximate times of what we expect, but for the bulk of it, it looks pretty reasonable. So starting this morning in the green, look at mostly rain for much of the area. Then out in the Rochester area, you should start seeing some sleet mix in later in the morning. Move into the early afternoon. See as rain starts to push off more into southwest Wisconsin. Some portions of Wisconsin and southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa start seeing that rain sleet mix, and the Rochester area and points to the northwest will get into more snow. By early evening, again, the rain keeps pushing off. More snow now into La Crosse. Might see a little mix to begin with, including there in northeast Iowa and into the northern parts of the Badger State. But the Rochester, southeast Minnesota area, you could start seeing a little freezing rain or drizzle starting to mix into that snow before it ends as we get into the overnight period down here. As this all starts to move on off, you do have a strip of what could be a snow with that freezing drizzle mix before all the snow comes to an end. Now, the higher amounts, as of right now, we'll just sketch it in right here, look to be about 1 to 3 inches, mostly from southern Minnesota up into north central Wisconsin, and then maybe up to an inch elsewhere. If the freezing drizzle or freezing rain does manifest on the back side of this system, we could get a light glaze of ice. So in summary, this morning, mostly rain and drizzle for the bulk of the area. We could get a little sleet out in the parts of southeast Minnesota, northwest Wisconsin before the afternoon. By the afternoon, that more of a wintry mix will transition to snow out to the west. There could be 1 to 2 inches before 6 o'clock, and let's say in portions, let's say Austin or even Rochester. Sleet will start to mix in with the rain elsewhere, and then gradually mainly just rain as you go farther east. Tonight, it's mostly a wintry mix to snow for everybody. Could see an additional up to an inch to the west and north, while maybe an inch elsewhere, generally less than. Now, much of the accumulation, because the roads are relatively warm and wet, will be on grassy surfaces. However, as you get into that evening, going to cool down, and if there's any freezing drizzle, in addition to what's already fallen in snow, the roads could become slick and potentially hazardous. Now, I want to include in that, for impact-wise, a lot of pedestrian traffic tonight with holiday shoppers. If the roads are just wet, not slippery, your sidewalks could be, your parking lots could be. So definitely plan for winter travel, especially later in the day today. And you holiday shoppers, you got planned for that too, especially, you're walking around and such. So that's how it looks right now. Please check back in later today for later updates to see if these trends are still holding and if these snow amounts still look good.